just give us an update on Treasury bill auctions, how they fared?
The Treasury bill auction held yesterday. The 91 days closed at 8.5, down about 13 basis points from the last auction. And the 182 days closed about 9.1, down about 20 basis points from the previous auction, which was held a fortnight ago. Subscription level on the 182 days was 3 times the amount on offer, which is about 127, and the CBN sold 45 billion. And on the 91 days as well, 37 billion sold against the subscription level of 71 billion. So very huge subscription levels on the Treasury bill, for the Treasury bill auction. And the same, we saw that pattern flow into the secondary market today, because the yields on the 91 days and the 182 days already down 20 basis points from auction closing levels yesterday.
Okay, talk to us about what the Debt Management Office is doing. They've just issued a calendar for the third quarter in terms of bond issuances. What are their plans going forward into the third and fourth quarter?
For the third quarter is the calendar they just released on Monday. What is immediately apparent from the calendar is the fact that there's going to be a reduction in borrowing at the FGN bond via FGN bonds. The 3-year and the 5-year, which typically this Debt Management Office would typically raise about 35 billion. They have reduced that to about 15 to 25 and 20 to 30 billion on the 5-year. They have also introduced an original 10-year issue bond, which is the May 2018, but has just about 7 years to maturity left. They've reintroduced that bond in the market. We see this sort of steepening the yield curve around the 5 and the 20-year, which has remained very flat at just 40 basis points apart between the 5 and the 20-year.
There's something in Nigeria called the CBN guarantee, and it's meant to be removed somewhere in around September. What does that mean, and what bearing is it going to have, particularly on banks that are going into mergers and acquisitions and are going to need to recapitalize?
Well, I think I would say a bit of anxiety. I don't think the market is very anxious. I think there's a bit of anxiety regarding the resolution for the distressed banks. Once, obviously, with the fact that the guarantee, the CBN guarantee, which guarantees all interbank placements and pension fund placements with the distressed banks. So there's a bit of anxiety regarding the removal. But having said that, I would say that the market is somewhat optimistic, that having gone through the AMCON, all the processes the CBN has taken, all the steps they have taken to ensure that, you know, the industry remains safe. Having said that, I believe that the market is more optimistic that it will be resolved, and more particularly, the market is holding on to the fact that the CBN governor has said that lenders and depositors' funds will be protected, whatever happens.